Hey guys, hello and welcome you all. And today we will discuss about electrical safety and few basic stuff about electricity and safety measurements as well. Even though how many types of tools we are use. So this is gonna helpful for our technicians who is working in a field. Anyway, so let's start it. Number one, yeah. First is this is an open forum. No, no, this is not necessary for now. Now we can start from here. The topics we're gonna discuss is safety at work, how we should maintain our safety while we are working inside. Number two is regular use of electrical tools. What are the tools is basics and necessary while you are doing that mep work, mep, mechanical, electrical and plumbing, and we are in the electrical work. Yeah, and while you are doing the electrical work in a building or construction area. Number three is basic electrical wiring. We will learn how we should connect all our devices, what is the basics and fundamental things to connect the devices, and how to do the wiring. Then we will take care of our safety, that for first for fire or any kind of incident happen, how we can take care of that. And at the end we will learn how we can do the first aid. First is very much important. So then to will rush if any accident happen, how to give the first aid, and then how to bring the patients to victim to the like patients to hospital and all. So this is very basics. We'll start from the beginning. First is what are the tools, safety at work. Yeah. So before you start your electrical work in any construction area, few things you need to take in keep in your mind. Your PPE, personal protective equipment. First is safety first. We always we say safety first means your safety. Give your safety in a first priority. So while you are going, you must wear a helmet, protect that construction helmet, whatever color, like if you are a supervisor for white, if you are a construction worker, electrical worker, you use uh, yellow, and many other colors is also there. So it's depend organization, like what are the colors they use for different positions. So then goggles, you know why, like there is maybe some fluctuations or flux, many things can be happen, right? So for that we always say always wear hat, all this PPE kit. So this will protect your eyes, the goggles. Then cotton only, that your jacket, cotton only gloves we say, as well as the jackets. So you see, why not polyester? You know, polyester is more, it can catch fire more easily. So that is why we recommend cotton jackets and pants and shirt and all. Then you must have tight sleeves, no loose or hanging sleeves, so that it may like enter into the machine, or many cases we don't recommend it now. And then you must use no rings on your fingers or any metal, because metal is good conductivity, have a good conductivity. Then we say safety shoes, always wear a insulated safety shoes. Don't go with a naked uh, legs, naked foot, because current can flow from your body to the earth. So always wear shoes. Without shoes you are not allowed to enter into the construction work. All this must be fulfilled, so we must check it. Then this is what the first is. First, safety first, PPE kit you must have, you must wear this before you start your work. Then we will go, like many people ask, how we get shock and why we get shock. So you will get shock if you touch the electricity, for example, that is the current carrying conductor. If you touch in your naked hand, so current always flow from a path. What is that path? That path might be your body, from body to earth, right? Current always try to close the circuit, so it will start flowing, and whoever have the less resistance, so current will flow from there more. So what is shock? it is current, not the voltage cause the electric shock. So if there is a 100 volt or 200 volt, it is not important. The important is how much current it have. Like here we give the details also, like how much amount of current can give you what amount of shock. For example, 1 milliamp, 0.001 milliamps can give you can just feel, you can feel it, like 0.05 you can't let go. It will hold your hand, it will not let you go from 0 to 10 milliamps. So 0 to, from 5 to 10 milliamps. Okay, we always count it ma milliamps. Then possibly if it is like 20 to 30 to 50 milliamps, then you possibly fatal. Okay, and if it is like 60 to 100, you probably like it will give you a good amount of shock. We need to take care of you then after you get the shock. And it is if it is 100 and 700 milliamps, like we use in our electrical drivers, right? The drivers have 700 to in light drivers we have 700 to 1040 milliamps, 1700 to 1000 milliamps. So this can give you a good amount of shock. So a milliamps is a 1 by 1000 of an ampere, and it's measured on electrical current. So 1 by 1000, it is equals to 1 milliamps. Yeah, we know. And GFCI is ground fault circuit interrupter. You may note it down, that circuit interrupter is like if anyone get the shock amount of like more than 60 70, we set that reading, so immediately we should close the circuit, like disconnect the circuit. So this device can help to protect against the serious shock. We always recommend to use this GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter. Nowadays we have MCB, RCB, we will talk on that, that is not required right now. But yeah, that much you can get the shock, and you must keep yourself away. Like 7 to 5 watt Christmas tree can give you a good amount of shock. 12 watts of electrical shaver, 100 watts of hair, 1000 watts of hair dryer. What is watt? Power is equals to watt. We count it in watt. So voltage into current. For example, it is 220 volt into 0. Like or 1 amps, so 220 watts, right? Or 1 amps current is required. So that is like we calculate it in different way. Anyway, so electric shock, the body become part of an electrical path, and this broken and damaged those terminals of the wire can give you good amount of shock. And this is what they are calculating, how they are calculating that ma, you see, milliamps, 120 volts by 1000 is equals to 120 milliamps. Grounded object surface, current always follow the lowest resistance path, that is ground. Ground is always zero, the resistance we count it as 0. So always if you are connected with the ground, so you will get a good shock. So current will start follow from your body, and body have a like fluid and salt, so it can help us help the electricity to fast more. Electrical safety, yeah, what are the electrical safety we must consider while we are doing this kind of safety work? First is short circuit. If you touch the neutral phase together, it is become short circuit. Or if it's a less resistance path, for example, there is no device resistance is very negligible, so it's become short. This device getting short circuit will occur. And overload, what is overload? You give the more. Overload is like burden. Like if it is a wire have a like 10 amps of supply, it can supply amount 10 amps current it can supply, and now you connect it with the 100 amps or like 10 watts, we can say 10 watts it can carry, but you are adding 100 watts of a device, so it will definitely overload, and it will damage the wire as well as even the MCBs also, that will trigger, and the device can damage even too. So that is overload. over current even flow, overload current even it can flow, and heating issue. So first is short circuit, another is overload. And in short circuit we have electrical shock. If you can get a electrical shock, and that can cause a death. Overload is heating of conductor. That, like, if you are putting more load in a wire, so wire will start heat, and it can damage the insulation. It will burn the wire insulation, and that can cause fire. So we always recommend not to put overload current in a circuit. So that is why we recommend calculate the overload, or we need to do overload calculations. This is what the regular use of tools like we use non-conductor voltage tester is very important. Tester to test the current is there or not, it is present or not. For example, this is a voltage tester, is a voltage, it can test the voltage. So powered by the batteries, and are the simplest and the test and safest type of tester, because they can detect electricity by just by being nearest or outer slot of the wire. So you can test it even on the above of the insulator. This is a fishing tape to put a wire inside the conduit if you are doing home wiring, so this will require for you. And this is also a stripper, wire stripper, to remove the insulator from the wire. Okay, what are the other devices? Tongue and groove pillars. Those are the pillars to remove or open the nuts and bolts. Layman's pillars also to cut the wire and catch some stuff together. It can electrician can do it all. Layman's plier. We also like, I love this Layman's plier actually. No, why you came here? No, we done it. Now this is what. Okay, the digital multimeter or clamp meter that can test voltage, even resistance, even capacitor. It can test diode value, continuity mode, continuity test. You can do lots of electrical test using this multimeter is pretty much recommended. Continuity tester, insulation tape, and voltage tester. Fine. Those are the toolbox for basics equipments. Like if you are doing that installation work, for installation of your lights, your fans, your all other equipment like geyser, heater, submersible pump, or utility devices, other whatever your installation is going on, if you have those kind of tools, like you have wrench and scissor and pillars and hacksaw for cutting, toolbox, all measure tape and all, you can do it pretty much by yourself. So it's mentioned there: drill machines, screwdrivers, and ladder. What are these? Let's count: axe, backsaw, saw, nails, toolbox, chainsaw, tester, scissor, nuts, bolt, screw, spirit level to measure the level, like it is straight or 90 degree or not, it is in on level. So tape measure to measure tape, hammer, crock saw, mallet, step ladder, monkey wrench, pipe wrench, nose pillars, cordless drill, wrench, pillars, screwdrivers, drill. Okay, ladder, tape measurement, toolbox, chainsaw. Okay, pretty much same, right? Electrical drill and all. This is what the complete box it's given, so we can use those drill machines and all. Okay, now you are ready. Have a box. Are you ready? So those are the, after you I teach you, those people are still will do this kind of wiring. So we need to learn wiring very carefully. So basic electrical wiring is must be go like this. Those are the few things you must keep it on your mind. Even though I saw one guy who connect this switch with phase and neutral both together. One phase is coming, one neutral is going. So this is completely like a short circuit machine. It's become okay. Don't do like this. Always do a joint so that it can bring. Anytime it can broke and touch with this, it can create a short circuit. Always do like that. Okay, we will do anyway. Those are the basics. People still do mistakes. Best way to do all this wiring and wire cutting and joints and all. Fire. in electrical work you will see lots of fire, you will face a lots of fire. So we must have this kind of informations about that, how to handle if fire occur. So first is class C or class B, different kind of, you will see the exhauster will available if any fire occur. Always why, where and what are the fires like exhauster we should use. There are different kind of fire exhausters like A, B, C, D and K. So A is basically a powder is there. So it is for cloth, wood, rubber, paper, plastics. B is for gasoline, geyser, oil. Don't put that B exhauster in electrical fire. So always use C. If it is not mentioned, then you can use for any like electrical fire. We must use C. C for, we also have that like what it is, a powder, oxide or gas, whatever it is, what it is, it mentioned. D type is combustion metal and K for kitchen fire. So always use C exhauster for good, for electrical fire. First aid tips. What are the box we must have for a first aid product list? Like first aid kits, bundles, band-aids, alcohol paper pads, iodine pad, alcohol paper pad, band-aids, first aid kits. Inside first aid kits like triangular badge, PPC gloves, PBT. We also need to know how to use them. Okay, we need a proper training for that. Scissors, twister and adhesives, whistle, safety pins and instant ice pack. Electrical safety kits is a combination of emergency safety equipments to be used during general electrical emergency like electrocutions, electrical fires, rescue during electrical shock and first aid. It's good. This is what the government release, or you can also, I would recommend like go for a printout and take this for image print and put it in every place where there is a construction is going on or any kind of like working is going on. We must have those banners or posters so that it will give us that immediate help. You can go through that. Electric shock, if anyone get the electric shock, first what we should do is first is paralyze. For what can it can do, like paralyze our respiratory muscles and muscles contractions, dehydration, clotting of blood and necrosis, heart failure, kidney failure. Those are the things we can it can happen if you get the shock of by electricity. So what are the treatment we have for that? So treatment is don't move the okay, do not move the victim, call for help. Always switch off all the current sources, like switch off the main switch and loosen tight cloth and give artificial respiratory and treat for any burns if we got burned. Okay, we'll do. Sure. What next? Next is, this is also first aid kit, how you can give this electric shock. If you got electric shock, always do like that. Switch off the plug and don't touch the naked wire or the person who is shocked who is affected with the electricity. You may get shocked. So most of the cases, like many people get shocked by simultaneously after he saw a person who get shocked, he also touch him, then that's what happened. So any kind of war failure or any accidents occur, always go through this first aid tip stuffs. If you get like drown or fatal or fire, burns, transport of the injured, like those are the steps you can follow. And always what I recommend is go and print this page and then start your work. And that's all from us. And for more you can contact us. This is what the basics. I hope it will help you. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Bye bye.